Hello, everybody. We are revisiting a mod list that we had looked at previously. We decided we wanted to jump in and give it another try. I'm not going to say that we were unfair to it the last time, but what we want to do is to see if it really wasn't. What we really want to see is if we really can run it. The reason we got out of it wasn't because it was bad, not because we hated it, not because of any of those things. We ended up getting out of it because we couldn't, or we at least believed we couldn't run it. Now, it says no race description for Katsuni, but we kind of know that this might actually be, if I'm not, yeah. Now, in looking at this one right here, zoom in and zoom out. All right, so we're going to zoom in. I don't like it. Let's see if there's any presets. There are no presets. Okay, so let's go on back. Let's see what everybody looks like. Something about the face models that are kind of turning me the wrong way here. Hold on, wait. Dark elf, deep elf, also known as the Dwemer or dwarves. Deep elves are an ancient, technologically advanced race of elves that vanished 4,000 years ago. They were known to be stout warriors and techno philosophers, and their craftsmanship had no equal. Now, having returned from another astral plane, time lost deep elves can exert control over space time, slow time, or teleporting themselves over short distances. Seriously? Wait a minute. I just want to see what the male kind of. Whoa. Whoa. Any presets? There's a preset. Okay, let me look at the skin tone here. Seriously? Oh, you have to go. Ah. Okay, weight doesn't seem to be a thing here, huh? All right, so let's take a look here. Is there a way? Yeah, to lighten this guy up a little bit. All right, I'm gonna. I think it's this way. Is that doing anything? It is. Let's see. Oh, look at that. Okay, so a couple of things here. Oh shoot. Okay, we have to load the color first. So we say this is it, right? And then we look at the hair. So we would need to fix the hair. It seems extremely tall, don't they? I like the beard. You know. Hmm. Interesting. All right. Let's go to presets and let's see if there is a preset. So right now, all the presets are kind of like all the replacers. So here's a Katu Mel, Argonian. Here's a Namriel replacer, Nanya, Nyada. Um, All right, let's see. Okay. Okay. Mm. I just can't. I can't. All right, let me look and see because this is how we normally roll. So I got to see. All right, back up. Is the body changing for him? Kind of, but not really. I mean, nothing. What are you doing to me here? You're not giving me much choice. Okay. What is going on with the hair, by the way? Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I don't know if that does anything. This is probably how we change the body with these. Except there's no female morphs. Is there? Nope. And the female just stuck the way the female is stuck. All right, here we go. What the heck? Seriously? All right. Can you come in a little bit? Mouse shake. All right. All right, here we go. So what we're gonna do real quick here is we're gonna hit that up. We're gonna hit this up real quick. We're gonna go here like that. We're gonna jump up here. Where is it? Oops. All right. Well, we're gonna bring that down to more reasonable. Bring that down to more reasonable. Mm-hmm. All right. Mm-hmm. All right. So. All right. Okay. We're in the abandoned prison. I'm assuming a lot of stuff still needs to. Oh, dang. Activate arcane circle. Mm, I'll take the gold. Take the gold. I don't want the skull. Take those. Is there a bound sword book? Yep. Okay. Um, Statue of Azura. All right. Could not find MCM mod. Thane overhaul. We'll tell it to try again. And then what we'll do, we'll take the soap for sure, the gold, iron ingot, lockpicks, potato soup. We're gonna take everything. We might as well just take it all right now. So we're gonna skip that mod right now. You can see we're 10 of 30. So yeah. All right. So I'm gonna pause. Find out why my dog is up here, upstairs, instead of downstairs with everybody else. So be back. All right. So now that everything is kind of done, as far as we can tell, and I think I've said everything. So let's go ahead.
Approach, my child, and choose
then-
where your new life shall begin.
I always pick this one.
I was shipwrecked off the coast.
Even in our darkest hour, there is yet hope.
All right. I believe I just click here. All right. So, everybody, welcome. Welcome to the channel. Those of you guys that are new and that haven't jumped in before, what we do is a little bit different. What we do is just what we see here. We create a character and then we just dive right in. And then we see if my computer can handle it, if I can handle it, and we kind of, I want to say, talk about certain things that we like, don't like. Oh shoot. Okay. So we got to pick 4 things here. I'm going to see if my favorite is here, and it is. So it says 0 of 4. So we love carrying stuff around, even if it's junk. We gain 100 carry weight, but selling prices are 50% worse. That's what we do. Jack of all spells, but master of none. Novice, apprentice, and adept spells are 20% stronger or longer lasting. Expert and master spells are 20% weaker or shorter. I'm gonna put this one on hold. I'm gonna table this one a little bit because we don't do a lot of spell casting. We will never get to basically expert or master spells. So in the case here, this might not be so bad. You regenerate 10 stamina per second while sprinting. However, you will not be able to gain any stamina while running or standing still. Master of Destiny. You reject the influence of fate and star signs. Now, this is one I usually pick. Standing stones cannot be used. But you begin the game with 3 additional perk points and a permanent +5 boost to all skills. We take that one. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Weapons, armor, and magical staves made of iron, wood, steel, fur, or hide are 25% stronger. Otherwise, they are 10% weaker. Now, hide is there, steel is there, weapons, armor, and magical staves made of iron, wood, steel, fur, or hide are 25% stronger. Let's look at this one. Reading skill books grant an extra skill point and trainers cost 50% less. However, every 5 levels, you don't gain a perk point. I'm going to take that. You follow the pacifist creed of the Greybeards. Nope. Potions and poisons you craft are 20% more effective, and consuming raw ingredients grants double the effect. However, you can only benefit from up to 4 active potion effects at a time. So, it's either this one or the Jack of all spells. I am leaning towards... Now, I like The Witcher. one, and then reason being is because I don't ever recall a time that I've used four potions at one, to get multiple effects going at one time. So it's not necessary for me. So this isn't the adverse cost of it is is basically nil, right? It doesn't matter. However, we are going to go with Jack of all spells, and then we will confirm. All right, and the reason I went with the spells is because I'm gonna take the charcoal for now. Let's get back out of the water. That is why I went to the first person view. All right, so I'm gonna put that on. I'm not gonna put that on. All right, now I am curious about this place, and I do want to look at it. All right, so this is the old setup. Okay, but I do want to go down here and look, because you can see, we can see here. Now, what was interesting to me, and I'm going to take this, is I've seen it where we're going to take the first shoes. I don't want to give up right now at the moment, because I do believe there it is. That. Okay, now we get it. All right. Let's see what's inside. Oh yeah, we're taking that. All right, we're gonna take those snowberry extracts, and I might end up using that. I think. Let's just keep going up. I didn't want that, but I did want to look at this. We will take it. All right, let's get down here and get this food. There's a lot of food here. I don't want to just leave it behind. Come on now, give me that bread. Okay, F you. Can I have the bread, please? All right, thank you. We'll take the carrots. All right, we'll take the chicken eggs. Red apple. Ooh, those are some yummy looking red apples too. All right, let's get down in here real quick. All right, iron gauntlets we don't need. And we'll take it. Empty. I don't know why I did that. I believe the other one, the other sack. So both sacks are empty. Wait. Take that. So you can see we have 400 carry weight just to start. All right, we got to get down and. All right. Unfortunately, we can see here. All right. Take that. Hold on. Oh shoot. There we go. We're just splashing around like nobody's business, hopefully. Well, I don't want to sound like I'm hoping no one is on board the ship, but I am kind of hoping no one's on board the ship to hear us splashing around like we are. I'm going to take the lantern, roll of paper. We're going to take the mud crab chitin. Or titan, or whatever you want to call it. Generally, you get one bottle of mead every time you do that, so why pass up free mead to start the game? Cast iron pot. More apples, green apples this time. Alright. What was that light? Nope. Okay. See, there's a light that's kind of coming on. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now, in all honesty, I can't tell you for sure if the crates being lootable are because part of me is thinking it is intended that way and they are lootable by design. Uh-oh. There it is. Let's see, where's our body? All right. What do you got on you, sir? All right, we're gonna. Mm-hmm. Ooh, floral soap. All right. All right. You see how I like that? I like how it showed us too. Once we got everything on to start. Okay. Now, hold on. Oh, okay. That is different. Or maybe it's here. No? Or here. Okay. Let's see. So I'm not sure I like this menu myself, but you can see we can get over here, decide over here. We can go to characters, custom skills or skills, and then whatever you pick, you have to obviously click, you know. So, up, going out of here. The thing is, okay, but if over here, like if I'm down here and I'm on weights, I gotta actually click all the way out. You know what I mean? So it's multiple clicks. So I'm not sure how I feel about that. And then we have our inventory, right? So we got. I'm not ready to put that on yet, even though I don't. I know it's not gonna really do any difference. Let me see what the snowberry allows you to swim in frigid water for 3 minutes. It allows you to swim in frigid water. Okay, not breathe underwater, but swim in frigid water. Okay, we're gonna jump in. I should have saved beforehand, but we're gonna take that. We're gonna come over here, and I can't believe I'm hanging out. I can't get it. All right, we got to get out of here. So around the corner here, and maybe I'll go back. Bird braces. There we go. So maybe I'll come back to that because there was something over there that I wanted to look at. You can see there's a bunch of books over there unread. Oh, okay. All right, so we'll take the soap, lock picks. Oh, definitely the potions. Here, you keep your stuff, bro. I had to take Broham stuff because I like the way it looked. All right, we'll take that too. Right. And all right, so that was just a flower. Okay, well, start. All right, if you're not sure what something is, just take it. We'll sort it out later. All right. Uncommon taste. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure that we're getting any skill points. Gosh, pushing us up here. Oh, wait, wrong one. God dang it, I keep reading the same book. Alright, let's get out of here. Alright, I think we got them all. Okay. trying to take, but I'm getting moved around so much. Come on. Come on. There we go. God, that sucked. Okay. No, we didn't get a chance to go find that other thing, but at this point, I don't find that I don't feel like it's going to be worth our while. All right, so we'll get up here. All right, so we're going to take that. Disease resistance, shock resistance. We'll take that. We're definitely going to take that. It's worth some money. The boots are worth some money. Might as well take the hood too. Sorry, ma'am. All right, we're going to jump over here. Oh, there's a body right there. Okay. If we were having a problem with the water being frigid, I would definitely take the snowberry extract right now. So, but right now, our biggest worry is stamina. I'm not a fan of this, but I don't know that there's a way to fix this. You know what I mean? Alright, so we got some gold. What are horn 17? Ooh, we're taking that. Holy cow. Alright, we're going to equip that. Oh, we got to get the lockpicks. Got to get a couple of torches on us. And right now we can carry that, so we'll take it. Alright, sir. Rest in peace, bro. All right, so we know where we are. Roleplay purposes, I'm gonna say we know where we were headed, and we know that we crashed. Looking at our hold on. All right, so knowing what we know, we were headed to Solitude. So we're nowhere in the northern region of, what is it called? Skyrim. So we're up north, above everything. There's a tower right there. There's a smaller tower right there. So our best bet is we know there's a settlement somewhere over there. Or at least something over there. There's a huge tower right there. Okay, back in the water. See, I'm trying to jump out of the water, but I can't. Onto the ice. Alright. So one of the things I would look for, and I've seen, you know, we're going to try not to worry about the slaughterfish right now. But we do know that right now with our stamina compromised, we got some issues going on. So what I'm trying to do, and I don't know if our stamina went so quickly because so my question would be, are there mods that could be added, some sort of mod, mods that we've played with that allow you to climb, right? That would fix the whole issue here that we face with these ice with the ice not being able to get out of the water onto the ice, you know, and where it would simply be, hey, why can't we just climb up on it? So that would be something I would want, and I'd want to see. God damn it, man. Okay, so we have nothing favorited. What the fuck is going on? No, it's frozen. Hold on a sec. All right, so right off the bat, there's a major issue. So basically, we were stuck. We were stuck in that menu, and I went to immersive interactions and say unstuck me, but obviously that's more stuck in an animation as opposed to being stuck in a menu. So basically, my attempt was, let me save, right? And hopefully, what happens is it resets when we reload. So right now, you can see, unfortunately, there's nothing we can do here. So what my intent was is get over here, get to magic, and see if we have some sort of flames, sparks. Sparks will do. Right? Oh my god, not that left hand thing. All right, this is going to be a forever thing. Reason I say it's going to be a forever thing because, one, we can only attack them when they come out of the water, and we have limited magicka. We can't go in the water right now because they'll kill us before we get to. They'll kill us before we get to sea. I don't have a ranged weapon. I would use a ranged weapon. Obviously, we can't get any strikes in with the sword or the knife or the dagger. So this is all we got left. Guys, forgive me. You know what we were going to do. We were going to sit here and just let it keep regenerating until it comes back. So, F it. Let's just get these things out of our way. Alright, so another thing that I'm noticing, and then maybe it'll be something that I have to look at and see. See that? Those like violins type cameras, death cameras. Completely unnecessary. I don't need to see it. You know what I mean? It's like, I'd rather not see it. Now, if you ask me what my issue is with the left hand, this here, I hate it with a passion. I hate it. I just don't like. I just don't like that. And then two things. One is, okay, I'm casting with my left hand. You see what I'm saying? And now my screen is frozen. I can't move anything, you know, I can't. You see what I'm saying? They interfere, they conflict with each other. Okay? If I was dual wielding, right? How am I attacking with my left hand with a dual wield? Also, what if I have a sword in one hand and I want to attack with the right, but then I want to also cast, you know, flame fire? Well, I'll show you. All right, so let's go. All right, well first I'm gonna do this. Let's just make sure that we can use those. And you see, we have both amulets of Mara equipped. Hold on, I thought I had some. I found something else too. And you see, we got both rings equipped. All right. So now, if I come over here, and then I favorite that, right, and then so I equip it. All right, so I got the spell on my left hand, and I got the sword in the right hand. So I want to attack. Boom. Okay, so let that go. All right, well, at least this time it lets me attack still. But why is my left hand stuck? You see what I'm saying? How many times I got to... So my experience has been in the past that I wouldn't even be able to cast. But I never really tried holding it down to get it to cast. But you see, I mean, I'm just left clicking, and then it's like, it's just not okay. For me, it's just not. Where's the other guy, by the way? If he's gone, we can go ahead and get out of here. But again, so for me, no, I don't like it. All right, so we're gonna go sell. See, we got ships over there, so this is definitely where we want to be. I don't know who's on those ships. Now, the problem for me also comes with blocking. So I'm very curious to see if this is any different. But I'm not sure about this mini map though. And we're running right smack into. We're gonna. This is gonna be something. This is gonna be something. All we gotta do is just keep going. Keep on going. Get out of the water. Don't even turn back. How many of these daggone things are looking to come at us? But we're moving very slow because we're so daggone tired. Look at that. Look at this. Well, luckily we got here. What the fuck? Alright, let me get out of here. Is it because we're so tired? Oh god. Oh shoot. What is this guy doing on me? Do we have to like lock in on it or something? Alright, so what I want to do is I want to not. Okay. You see right now, I cannot swing the sword. I cannot swing the sword. Now, because I had the what's the names uh, equipped, the spell equipped, it allowed me to continue. Because once the spell kicked off, I could do whatever. But now I don't have the spell equipped anymore. So now, say I went in here, I did this, whatever the frick this is supposed to be, and then now I'm trying to swing the sword. Right? So say I go over here, I click that, I cannot regain the sword. Right? I cannot swing. I got to go over, grab my mouse, right click, and now I can use the sword again. To me, that is the biggest aggravation and annoyance possible. And so yeah, I this list intrigues the heck out of me, right? It has so many good things in it. But I got to be honest with you. Those little things like that, right? And again, like I said, it's a lot of nothing. For me, it's a lot of nothing because I don't use it. I don't use that at all. So if for me, it wouldn't be such an annoyance if there was a way to just disable it and make it go away, right? This here, I don't get it. I really don't get it. It's one of the most annoying things about Kingdom Come Deliverance out there. That's what main reason why why there are mods out there to remove that animation. So for that animation to be here to add that into the game makes no sense. You know what I'm saying? So again, I like a lot of things, and there's a lot of things on this list that intrigue the crap out of me. But right off the bat, we've already run into the wheel, this thing here, and then I went into the MCM to look, like in first person. Let me show you. In first person, I was able to find it and disable it. Right? So if it was there, it's gone now. I disabled it. But in third person, I couldn't find anything for that. So now, what are we saying? We're stuck with that. And then, am I to play the game in first person the whole entire time, so I don't have to deal with that animation?
Oh, hey there.
Does your Skyrim ever
Good
feel
to see
more
you.
pleasant?
No, not really.
Okay, the jiggles on that one was insane. All right. Now, unfortunately, I'm going to say, so we grabbed those, but I've added lootable crates mod. Okay, but oh shoot, what in the world? Okay, but I will say this: I don't think it would work on these crates here because these are added by another mod, and unfortunately, I think the mod that's you know working on these guys, adding these guys and doing whatever and making them accessible, lootable, is further down from my lootable crates. To the point where normally the stuff that we would see in these crates, given the opportunity, we don't see. All right, so we're gonna go in here. And then the reason I go in here is because one of the things I do right off the bat is that's like, I need to make some money. Easiest way to make money once you get off the ship and onto dry land, and then now that we kind of know where we are, is they have a quicksilver mine. All right. Now we don't have a pickaxe, but fortunately, in these mines, they leave them laying around. And we're going after Mithril or Quicksilver. But in truth, I always thought Mithril was Elven. Alright. We'll take that. Take the white wines. So, usually, see, now this is what I expect to find in the crates. And it's very possible that fortunately the crates inside the mines aren't touched by the same one. See, look, disease resistance. And there's a couple right here. A bag of rats. Maybe we can sell that. We are finding a crap ton of soap. I'll equip that, and we'll take those. We'll take that. We might as well. Ooh, Leviathan Diamond. I found a unique. Yeah, I'll take that for sure. All right, so up here, or is it down below? Might be down below. All right, so we'll mine. I don't recall mining the other place, but you can see here we got Cherum's Heart. Now, what I would have liked is a notification. As a matter of fact, let's go on over here. Let's go to skills. We have 3 that we can use right away. I'm going to come on over here. And looking at our skill trees, I think I'm going to go light armor, start. Don't have a bow yet. I'm going to go one-handed. And then I'm going to come over here to smith. Alright. I'm a little concerned, though, because if I'm not mistaken, the thing that we chose was that skill books were supposed to give us an extra point. Extra skill point. And that didn't happen there. As a matter of fact, we didn't get any skill points from it. So I'm not sure what it really is what it really means for us. Now, although I'm taking all this food, it may not actually be necessary at the moment. Let's jump over here. Let's mine this. We got another area that we gotta go and mine after this. We got coal ore. I'm curious as to what that means. And we've got fossil fragments, 6 of them. Alright. Well, take Dawnstar Lantern. I will. I didn't mean to take what I took, but I... Oh, dang it. I wanted to take the girl's dress, but I didn't want to take the regular clothes. We are filling up pretty quickly. So more fossil fragments. Okay. Search. All right. Find boots. Find quilted clothes. Circle of strength. Okay. Thank you. God dang, man. We're never going to run out of soap. The workshop that wouldn't die. All right. That's a skill book. All right. So we get to test it right away. All right. Let's go. Yeah, we already did. Yeah, we might. Okay. I just don't remember it. It like all of a sudden it's distant memory. So you see this right here? I'm assuming, yeah. You see that? But we couldn't do that with the ice. That worries me. I didn't disable the hand to the door. The first immersive first person opening the doors. Okay, see, I'm happy with that. I don't know who she is. What concerned me was
wearing red. Vampires might think you're a snack.
who's wearing red. Search the crate. See, I think the outside crates are overridden by whatever mod that's putting them there. And is that Lake Leaf? Frick. Like I'm swearing all of a sudden. Where's Lake Leaf? Is this his house? It's Fruki's house. I have no idea what she does. She does nothing, really, to tell you the truth. She stands around. You see this? Boom, boom, boom. Let's take that. Alright, I think I've gotten enough soap. Uh-huh. Okay. Two more. It's a skill book. Okay. Yeah, we'll take that. Your destruction spells are 10% stronger. They're already supposed to be 20%. Alright, so even though we can wear unlimited rings and amulets, right? I don't want to go full Mr. T out here. And wait, who's this? Lon. Hey Lon, where's your boss? Alright, we gotta find him. That girl's got a lot of jiggle with her walk. Alright, what's in here? I expect nothing because these are added by whatever mod's adding the other crates. So let's get over here real quick. I want to see. What do you need? 2 deer hide and some leather strips, and that will be glorious. All right, cold foreigner crafting book requires nothing. I don't know what that means, but I will do so. Oh, shooting stars leaflet. I don't need that. Okay. Okay. I just want to see. Hey, oh shoot! All right, assorted buckles. Okay. Curator. Nope. Girls choker. Don't need that. Hinge. Nope. We can make a hunting knife. What do I need? Iron and some other strips. I will make a hunting knife because what is this? RB's sand snake band braces. Light armor. Guess what we're doing? And then we can make a steel dagger, but we already. Oh, we can get. Okay. Vampire choker. What does that do? Does it do anything? Spells cost 3% less to cast. Okay. What does this do? Anything? I don't need them. I already have that. All right. I don't need that. Oh, we can make a dagger. 11 damage. What's the steel dagger do? 7 damage. Holy cow. What is this? Curators. All right. You know what? What is this? Bathing in Skyrim something? Bathing token? I'm just making one just because we can make it. Okay. All right. So this is us. All right. So inventory. All right. So, oh, god dang it. All right. Let's get over here. Hunting knife. We just need, for the sake of it, it does 11 damage, but so does this dagger that we made. Holy cow. So we're gonna do that. We got some arrows, but we don't have anything to use it with. And then I got an amulet of Mara, amulet of Talos. We will add 50 carry weight real quick there. I am going to favorite that in case. All right, so we are going to put that on. Okay. What are horns? I'm going to sell those. Those are worth a lot of gold. Okay. All right, so we have the vampire choker. I want to see what that looks like. And we got those. So we're going to put that. Minor destruction. Okay, we'll do it. Shockers. Oh, nope. We'll keep that. All right, so what I do is, excuse me, is when I look at this, I go, okay, I have 10 fingers, but we're not going to put rings on all 10 fingers. I can do 4 in each hand. So that means I can have a maximum of 8 rings. That is how I don't have 20 rings equipped at one time. You know, 1 on each finger and then 1 on each toe, right? No. So, I mean, if we want to push it, we can say 3 on each hand and then 1 toe each foot if we really want to. But the number is always going to be 8. There's never going to be more than that. And then that is something I always add because that's just something I need, right? And I always add, ooh, you know what? Oh my goodness. Girlfriend? I like that fur. All right. Oop, almost stumbled there. All right, let's go back to first person in order to harvest until we figure that out. Now, if you think we're done, we're not done yet. All right, so we got to find Legleaf, and he's probably in his house. So, unfortunately, that means we're not able to sell off our quicksilver ore just yet. All right, wait. Somebody following us? Okay. You don't seem that scary. All right, what you got in there? All right, we'll take the honey. All right, I'm leaving. I'm leaving the soap this time. All right. And then in truth, we will take that. All right. Because it can be sold. Don't need that. We'll leave the girds. Can we sleep there? So, see, here's my concern. Holy cow, Bodil. I don't want that in my game. Like every major character or known character is all of a sudden morphed like that. Alright, so we got 3 firewood, another 2 firewood. So we gotta be careful there. Alright. Lost Wonders of the Ages. It's got worth some money. Novice Mage Robes. Not really gonna worry about those. Alright, this is what we needed. Ooh, skill book. staff. All right. Ain't mad at you. Trader's resource. Now, what's our weight right now? All right. So we're going to take it. All right. But we're not going to use it ourselves. Even though, I mean, right now it probably would come in very handy. Let's look in here. All right. Pale mercenary scene in folk wreath. Pale-haired woman. Says it was a skill book, right? That's what it's labeled as. It's a skill book. We're going to take it. And then I'm curious. See if that actually did anything. All right. 2 more. Ooh. All right. So that gives us 7 going right now. So obviously we'll be switching some out as the more we find, but that is it. So that is everything that's in here. I don't mind the iron ore. Well, one, it's not really worth that much. Even though, right now, tell you the truth, it could come in handy. All right. All right, I do want to do something real quick here. Let's save. And then I want to look at this. All right, so you see we got so many things. I want status bars. All right, icons. Okay, I don't know of any. And icon size. Oh, let's make it 12. Okay. And main. All right. There it is. There it is. They were just. I mean, I could make them a little bit bigger. I think I wouldn't go any bigger than 15. But I'm fine with them that size right there. I don't exactly know what each one means at this point right now. So we have to figure that out at some point too. Me personally, I like that they're there all the time. I don't need to hide them. Is this Lund again? Nope. Another one. Yeah. Hey, bro. Hey, bro. Hold on. Ooh.
Good to see you again, friend.
Citizen.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we have an iron helmet. Oh, you can get 5 from the iron helmet, really? All right. 8 from the iron armor. I think I'd rather just sell the iron armor. Iron gauntlets. We're not gonna mess. Ooh, steel hunting. Nope. Iron. Oh, there it is. There it is. All right, we can make some steel. I don't know what that did. Ooh, 4 silver plates makes an iron silver ingot. I'm okay with that. We're gonna go someplace where somebody's gonna want to buy some wood, right? Or at least we can make. Ooh. Boom. All right. We're good. We're good. Actually, this looks pretty good. I'm not a huge on the character models, but things look pretty good. And aside from that one huge misstep with the
He's proud of his service, Scald.
The Legion taught us
where we had a
loyalty,
crash,
and we're
or we
loyal
had to not
Dawnstar.
really a crash, but where it
This
froze.
isn't over.
I
catch you
do
sending
like.
one letter to General
It
Tullius.
feels very stable.
I'll have you both executed.
You know what I mean? It
Are you
feels.
alright? You seem
It
tired.
feels a lot better
I'm
than the
fine,
first
Murmur.
time
I just.
through.
Are you worried?
But I
about
think
this
that
one?
might have been me that might have messed
If
some
we
things
must
up.
fight, we will.
Kalita?
You will lead us to victory, as you
Oh,
always
gosh.
have.
Hi.
With you by my side. Is that right, Horn?
Of course. I would have it no other way.
All right. So here we're gonna check this real quick. Avi, we're not expecting. We can search that. We got another firewood. And then I'm kind of done with the veggies, right?
There's nothing that's too low for them.
We can take this woodcutter's axe if we want it. I don't really want it yet. I'll take the cabbage though. Give me that cabbage. Here, let's go use this real quick. I'm not gonna waste the steel ingot on that. I will. Nope, nope, nope. Oh god, that's not what I wanted to do. All right, get back in. Get back in there. Nope. Come on. Yeah. All right, there we go. What the heck? All right. Come here, come here. Hey, hey. You didn't notice a thing. You didn't see a thing. Okay. What time is it? Can we see the time? Yes, 22:40. 22:41. Oh, that's another thing. So real quick here, this is what I'm gonna do. All right, set time scale to 8. All right, so I'm gonna do that. I haven't checked to see if there's dynamic time scale or anything like that. Usually, sometimes it will do that. We could do something about you, Bo Deal. But a lot of times I'll just check it to see, because with dynamic time scale, it changes the time scale when you're out and about in the world, like in the wilderness, or when you're indoors, it changes it
I
too.
like that look in your eyes. Would you like to join the Vigilance of Stendar? You look like you could hold your own.
No, thanks.
No thanks, I'm not interested.
I see. I'll be here if you change your mind.
Well, I appreciate that.
Well, hello there, honey. What brings you to my humble little corner of the tavern?
Shady Sand.
Well,
We're not stealing anything. We do need a room so we can sleep.
Delighted to
trying
assist
to help us.
in any way I can.
Oh my god.
I'm doing what I can to end these nightmares.
This is for you.
Thank you so much.
Hey, what in the
If there's
world?
anything
All
else
I
you need,
ask
just let me
is you
know.
remain strong and put your trust in
Barilla?
Lady Mara.
Oh,
Burrow.
that's just too kind
Thank
of
you.
Thank you so much. It's always such a pleasure serving
Fruity.
patrons like you.
Rita. Sounds like, what's her name is in here. Alright, we don't need to read that yet. Who's this? Is this Barella? Alright, you kind of scaring me right now. But I do want to read that. Thank you. Uh-huh. No, we're not stealing from anything. Rita, nope.
What the?
I must say, you
Bodil.
have a rather unique way of showing your appreciation.
Edith.
To share what's on your mind?
How much?
Excuse
world?
me? What do you mean by that?
I'll teach you to talk to me that way.
Please don't hurt me. I won't tell anyone about this. Just leave me alone.
Hey, Sam. You leave her alone. God dang, some people, man.
Maybe I should
Marine
start
Night
saving
Lord.
up for a place of my own. Somewhere I can
Orlando
really
the
without
Knowledge.
worrying about the neighbors complaining.
I'm curious about this one. Hey,
Yes? Over here.
Well, hello
Hey,
there,
well met.
sweetheart. It's always great to see a familiar face.
oh, okay. So not normal
Okay.
dialogue will not
Don't
be.
expect an answer.
Yes.
And don't expect me to
Thank you.
care.
Here, this is for you.
How generous. They say the best things come in small packages, but I do love it
Well,
when my patrons
I'm
show
Elena.
appreciation in
Elena
more
Alame.
substantial ways too.
I was hoping that we could talk.
I ain't one for small talk. But if you got business, then have a seat and order yourself a drink.
All right. Never mind.
Bye then.
Yeah, you be good. Oh, I can't go stay. Hey, Thorin.
Need a room?
Yeah.
Don't worry. Nightmares don't seem to happen for travelers.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, I'd like to rent a room.
I'd like to rent a room.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day.
All right.
I daydream about
Did you
All right.
change your mind? You're always welcome
No
to
thanks.
join us.
I'm not interested.
I see. I'll be here if you change your mind.
Oh my God, that guy's like very persistent. All right. So I'm going to assume this is not our room. Unless, hey. Can you show me my room, please?
I'm sorry. My mind
Could
was
you
just
show me my
somewhere
room?
else.
Well,
do-
hello there, sweetheart.
Of course.
It's always great to see a familiar face. What can I get you today?
All right, let's see if he shows us.
Of course. I'm always here to lend a hand or pour a drink.
Thank you. Here, this is for you.
Thank you so
All right,
much.
so he's not going
If
to
there's
show us our
anything else
room.
you need, just let me know.
And apparently, this, I mean, is there more rooms in this place? I think this is, watch, this is our bed. Okay, well, I mean, I gotta be honest with you. It won't be the first time. It definitely won't be the first time.
Hero named Ragnar the Red who came riding to Whiterun from
Um,
Old Warwick's
Oh, did you need something?
Yeah, my bed. What do you got for sale?
What have you got for sale?
But then he went quiet
Take
in
a look.
Ragnar the Red when he met the shield maiden Matilda who
Ooh,
said,
what in the world? Your shouts are stronger. Your armor rating is increased. Holy cow, what in the... Stallion endurance? I will take... How much money I got? Huh? I got quite a bit, so I will take one of those. Thank you. And I will take my bed, please.
Oh, you talk and you lie and you drink all our
Are
meat.
you
Now
kidding
I think
me?
It's high time that you lie down and bleed.
Oh,
And so then came clashing
Rita.
and slashing of steel as the brave lass Matilda charged in full of zeal. And braggart named Ragnar was boastful no more.
okay, so...
When his ugly red head rolled around on the floor.
This is what happens when you have extra
I'm always here to lend a hand
useless
or pour a drink.
Thank you. Here.
NPCs,
Thank you so much.
right?
If there's anything else you need, just let me know.
Because right now we can't even sleep in our own bed.
I should probably start carrying some sort of weapon, just in case one of those drunk perverts gets a bit too handsy.
So can I
Oh, do you need a room?
well, you were supposed to show me where my room is, and
Could you show me my
Probably
room?
start saving up for a new dress.
Of
This one's
course.
getting a bit
All right.
snug. Not that the lads seem to mind.
okay. So right now, here's where we
Maybe one day
are.
I'll find the courage to stand up for myself like those other girls do. Maybe one day.
Here's what we're left with. We just rented a room, right? And there's nothing we can do about it because this extra character, this is not a normal character, so this is an extra character, is sleeping in our bed.
Sometimes I think about quitting the
And-
and finding a safer job. Then again, where would that leave me?
This is one of those, like I said, it's one of those clear cases where you got way too much going on. You know, for the sake of having all this extra content.
Over here.
Hello there, honey.
And
Brings you to my humble little corner of the
it is
town
actually
today.
interfering.
Maybe you can help me.
Of course.
Who's this
I'd
guy?
be happy to help.
Is that Altano?
Here.
All right, hold on. So, all right, Vigilant Stendar, get out of here. Sunheim. All right, so Sunhelm or Heim. All right, Frostfall. I should find my lost copy. And then Sunheim. A sudden urge to sleep has come upon me. I need to find a place to rest. Finding a bed to sleep in will allow you to start Sunheim. Well, guess what? We try to find a bed. Game won't let us have it.
Oh, isn't that sweet? There's plenty more where that came from. Just give a shout when you're ready.
Yeah, we're
for
about to do
another
what
round.
Allison is doing down here. Just find a place on the floor and just... Hey, Jane. What's on your mind?
What's on your mind?
Just thinking. The world's too big and too tempting to be stuck pouring ale for fools.
She's
I'd
gonna
rather
try
be
to
tempting
entice me
someone
to
worth
take
the
her
trouble.
with her.
Imagine these curves pressed
Take
close
her
by
with
a
me.
campfire, whispering secrets better left for the dark. Could you really resist reaching for me?
Well, I'm trying. I'm definitely trying. Dreaming of more than serving drinks, huh?
Please. My talents deserve more than cleaning spills and dodging clumsy hands. I need excitement, heat, something worth getting breathless for. Let me leave this apron behind, traveler, and I'll show you talents that no tavern walls could ever hope to hold back.
God dang, that's a pretty good offer. Maybe another time.
Such restraint. It's almost a shame, but I'll be here, keeping my warmth all to myself, until you're ready to steal a little for yourself.
God dang. That was a good sale. That was a good sale. It was. I mean, I almost... You are intriguing. You are, but you're an itch. An itch. And you... Can I have my bed back, please? Can I have my bed? Hey, get out of my bed.
I could use some new lingerie.
Hey, do you want to feel stronger and healthier?
Something black. The lads would love it.
Really? You can make me feel stronger? Not really. Hold on. I'm trying to... Let me move you around a little bit. Oh, God. Nope. Never mind.
Never mind.
All right. Get out of here.
Back when I worked at the tavern.
Get out of here. You see what I'm saying? All right. So I'm going to consider that a huge fail on the part of the list. And yes, I blame the list for that. Right? This person doesn't even have to be here.
Would you like something to drink?
This person is adding pretty much no value to the game, in my opinion.
Thank you.
So the fact that it's interfering with my ability to sleep in the bed that I rented is unacceptable. See, you see that where it's sleep owned? You see what I mean? So we have to figure something out. Figure out a way. See, I can't sleep in an owned bed. So I can't sleep in a rented bed because someone else is sleeping there. So either we figure out some sort of patch or something that ensures our beds are ours, right? Or we just don't include all this. All this isn't necessary. All right, so I gotta leave. It's 1 a.m. in the morning. Fortunately, Sunheim doesn't start until I actually sleep in a bed. And Frostfall doesn't start until I actually look up at the stars, right? But I think they're tied together, so one probably won't start without the other. So you see here, to me, this again here, I really, my take on it is it's useless. It's useless and pointless. Why even bother? And again, so for me, it's really, it comes down to, I don't care if you make it so that I can loot the crates if you put nothing worthwhile in them. So that means it's like, why even bother then? You know, why even put that mod in the mod list to add to it and increase the instability of it when it's effectively doing nothing? So we're back over here. And before we leave, there's a couple of things we can do. So I'm going to use that. I'm going to come all the way down here to miscellaneous because it'll just annoy me with all that stuff jumping up. All right, so we got a cowhide, goat, and a wolf. And I just want to see. I'm interested. I'm curious about that. Book of Horns. I don't want to. So, what we do have. Oh, god dang it. Alright, how many strips do we have? Alright. Alright, so what I want to do is a back and a right. Okay. Alright, what do we got left over? So I can make that and that. Okay, and then we can make a mantle that will help us for now. What can I make into strips? So the fur bracers, we can make into other strips. Fur shoes. Okay, that's good. The hat or the leather helmet? The helmet. Okay. Don't want to steal anything. That would be great. But one of the things that we can probably do real quick here. Oh, wicked corruption boots. I don't know what that does. Doesn't sound good though. Oh, look at that. But it's worth some money. Oh, there it is. So, what is a corruption suit? You see what I'm saying? Okay. Oh, we gotta make it. We gotta see what it does. All right. 23 armor. What's the boots? Oh, snap. All right. Where's my... Oh, we can make a hunting bow. Oh, one iron ingot. Didn't we make these already? What's the... Just the belt? Okay. Wait, we can make steel arrows? Really? Might as well. Okay. Now, okay, don't get me wrong. And let's get out here in the moonlight so we can see ourselves a little bit better. Okay, so I like our outfit. I do. But, we got to test. We got to test. Okay. All right, so we can put those on. That's the mantle. All right, so. All right, before we put those on, okay? Save. And we're doing a hard save, yes. All right. Put that on. All right. Boots. Boots. I gotta be honest with you. Anybody mad at that? Anybody mad at that? I am totally not mad at that. At one. What's the armor rating on those? Okay, let's just take a look. All right, so the armor rating is 33 and 23. And what's the rating on this? 33. It's 60, though. Warm. And this one is only 30. Guess what we do? All right, when the cold actually becomes a problem, we're going to have to be able to switch. All right. And then we have the mantle on, though, so that's giving us a little extra. Okay. So you know what we got to do now? And this is kind of annoying. So, save. Let's go back in here. Let's look at our books. All right. Is that a skill book? Where's our skill books? Can't remember which one was which. Nope. Was that a skill book? I don't remember. I think that was supposed to be a skill book as well. I just think they're mislabeled. Protocol, Assimilation, and Salvage Guide. That is not it. Set Chill Help Book. I don't know what that is. Speech. Screams in Silence, I know, was one that said skill book. That's not here. Dominion of Shadows. Not the workshop that wouldn't die. Okay. All right. So, protocol assimilation, that's not. Khajiit will follow is not. For my gods and emperor. Okay. All right. Okay. And then let's get up here to skills. Did we get any points? We did not get any points. So that is not a thing. Apparently. Great. Okay. So here's the plan. And we'll probably only thing we'll probably be able to do. And in truth, this makes things a little bit easier. Excuse me, sir.
Need a ride?
Yeah. I'd like to hire a carriage.
I'd like to hire your carriage.
Oh, gosh.
Where do you want to go?
I want to go to Morthal. This is our current location. Can I zoom out? All right. That is slower than molasses. Okay. You know what? I'm about to say, I don't need to have been there to tell him where to take me.
Climbing back.
Did he say 1 gold to get to Morthal? But hey, can I just, yeah, use.
I can't wait here forever.
Hey, I'm trying to find your little thing. Okay, don't give me no attitude, bruh. So right now, as it stands, yeah, I'm feeling like the stability factor is there. It's feeling more stable. Not saying it is. I'm saying it's feeling that way right now. All right, so this shouldn't have taken. Yeah, it's 4 a.m. They're still out here arguing with this guy. All right, let's go back to the first.
Y'all going to do about it?
Hey, who are you?
How are we
Your deal.
supposed to feel safe in our own homes?
Please, enough already.
Look at it.
I have told
Do they
you
seem
right.
ethereal to you?
Citizens look after you all. Please, go about your business.
Are you guys just?
Need for wizards in our midst.
Morthal has enough problems as it is.
That's no use. Let's get back to it then.
Is it Morthal, a city of ghosts? All right, where's that Nern root? There you go. Thank you. Yeah. All right. Now we came to Morthal for one reason and one reason only. It wasn't. Oh shoot! It wasn't the ghost. Sorry about that. Wasn't the death bell either. We can get him. All right. Oh snap! What the? What? No. Okay. Are you serious? Do not come to Morthal at night. No, the reason I came to
Come on in.
Morthal.
Let me know if you need anything, or take a seat by the fire, and I'll send someone over.
Well, hello, Knight. Oh God. You know, you do look good,
Could use a little pick me up. How about you buy us some drinks to enjoy together?
citizen.
How can I argue with that?
She is the reason why I
Okay,
came here.
just this once.
Excuse me. Oh my God. Okay, maybe you're not.
There's plenty more where that came from.
Hi there.
Just give a holler.
Hi there.
Oh, finally, you have appeared. You look like you can handle yourself, but I'm wondering if you can use some company.
Wait a minute. You're a sellsword?
You're a sellsword?
Do I look like someone who'd use a sword?
Oh gosh. Well, see now, here's the other issue here, right? And then I might get to the point where I might just disable the voices, the Dragonborn voiceover, or whatever it is. And the only reason being is because I'm gonna read the line and then she's gonna say it 60% of the time. And then there'll be times where I'm not going to read the line thinking she's going to say it. And she's not going to say anything either. That's going to be about 60, 70% of the time as well. So, wait. So I think she was expecting us.
You're expecting me?
Yes, and don't ask me why. I'm just suddenly placed inside this inn, told to wait for you specifically, and I doubt I can make any sense of this to you.
Company. I could always use that. Now watch.
Company? I could always use that.
No, not that kind of company. I'm making it brief. I'll offer my help on your battles and adventures, but I have a bottom line.
Alright. Well, tell me a little bit about yourself.
Tell me more about you first. Let's start from your name.
My name is Kaisia. I'm
Kaisia.
older than you'd imagine. I use magic.
Okay. And what can you do?
What can you do for me?
I can use magic to kill our enemies and help you hoard your stuff. Plus, carrying out your commands in battle if you want me to. And no, I can't cook. If the kitchen is a mess itself, I'd make it a shithole. Finally, don't expect me to sleep with you. Unless you intend to use some tricks to force me into that. That I'm powerless to defy.
I see. So we barely meet, and you're offering to come.
What? We've barely met and you're offering to come with me.
Oh, I thought everyone else would do the same to you. You should be grateful that I'm not asking you to do this and do that before you can use my help.
True. I could use some help.
I could use some help. You interested in coming with me?
I am, if you want to take me with you. So, I guess it's a yes then. Tell me whenever you're ready.
Oh god.
I used to be an adventurer like you. Then wait, I'm still an adventurer.
Oh, so you didn't take an arrow to the knee? You want one? What are those? Girlfriend, what are you wearing? Alright. Let's go talk to Jonna. Hey.
I've had this dress for a while now.
How are we
I
doing
love
over
it.
here? How can I argue with that? Okay, just this once.
I'd like to rent a room.
I'd like to rent a room.
I've been trying to for like
Sure thing.
a day and a half now.
If there's anything else I can do
Okay.
to make your evening
I'll show you to your room. Right this
Please
way.
do.
Let me know.
Can you make sure there's no one in my bed? Oh my god.
Let me know if there's anything else you need. Watch what you're doing.
What? Wait a minute. You mean I almost stepped on the child you got sleeping on the floor in my bed? Hello. Follow me. You'll like it.
Got the scent, understood.
Okay. Hold on. You know what? Can I? Okay.
I heard if you aren't careful enough, the Droggers will curse you with the dead-eye disease.
Kaisia?
It used to be nonsense to me, until I saw it myself.
Lion's parts are better than this.
Hold on. I want to read. And there's a book over here that is... Alright. Oh wait, is there still one that needs to be read? Or is that the normal
I'm more
color?
of a wine girl. Go get me one, little puppy.
What? Alright, I think that is how we... Alright, so we can only rest a few hours. Half a night. You awaken from your slumber, dazed. As you glance around, you find your water skin lying beside you. You begin to notice the chill in the air and the grumble of your belly. You understand now that if you take a sip, things will be different from here on out. Do you want to continue down this path? I think we just started Sunheim.
Oh, with 3 beers down,
I should probably
the
start
orcs
carrying
did
some sort of
frown
weapon,
and bid the
just in
elf
case one of those drunk
goodbye,
perverts gets a bit
but
too
none
handsy.
could know.
I like the songs back and for an area of fire.
Had to die.
Okay, gosh.
Like an honest fight and a saucy little maid.
I don't don't get why people tend to make.
Are you a
promises with their
vampire?
bodies. I mean, it's a death sentence to trust Littlefinger.
Holy cow.
Sing on. What? It's simple practice. Nothing that hasn't been passed down for years at the Bard's College in Solitude.
Someone once told me that we should kill the dead with.
Alright, I'm gonna.
Burn them all,
There's
he
nothing
said.
here.
The last person who listened to his advice was a psychopath.
Are you thirsty? You're eyeing in my throat.
Blood. I can't get enough.
Don't bite me!
A stranger with eyes full of danger. He spoke not a
Your
word.
blood intoxicates me.
Sing on, sweet Lorbuck. Sing on.
That's not okay. That is not okay. Am I gonna? No. That was supposed to just ask her if she was thirsty.
Once was a woman as fair as an Eden.
This can't be happening.
Time in Ostros,
Oh, God.
Mackay.
Hopefully there's a noble here, like you used to practice.
All right, let's get up out of here.
Something.
Really? All right, come with me. I need your help.
Come with me. I need your help.
That's my lashes at someone. I can
You
use a drink.
need my help? Now ain't that something unusual? Fine, let's go.
Okay. Well, here's the thing, right? My original plan was to trek across land from Dawnstar to Morthal, and then from Morthal to Solitude. Thing is, I don't think we have to do that.
If I don't have to sing with others there.
Why are these people transparent? Alright, where's the carrot?
Cities are good for those who like safety. I don't care if I'm living in safety.
Let's find the puzzles. Come on, puppy.
I think this thing here belongs to Taizia. Okay, so we're leaving on a midnight train to Georgia. Leaving on that midnight train.
Catacombs are more Nordic than Skyrim
All right,
itself.
so either the carriage is up this way. Hey, let's go. What is this?
Skyrim.
Hey, what's going on here?
They are coming.
Let's watch, see what happens. Alright, that vampire can handle it himself. And the other guys are running. Ain't nobody in the carriage has gotten out to do anything. You're gonna get run over. Okay, this, whatever this is, sucks.
The nobles would rather scheme against each other than actually help their people.
Like,
There's no purpose of their existence.
like, I don't even know what that was. Like,
I love the snow-faced planet
I gotta be honest with you. I am not a fan. Your thirst is increasing. Letting your thirst. Oh shoot! I thought I did drink.
The farmers were once a proud, beautiful race. You know,
Your exhaustion is increasing.
and treachery destroyed the last
Okay.
dignity.
All right, fine. I thought I did something already. Didn't I drink the what's the name already? All right, a baked potato, some bread. Let's have some fruit wine. And an apple. All right, let's see.
Startle me.
Who's whining? All right, look at the time. It's 2:30 in the afternoon. So what has happened is with each skinning, time has passed. But it doesn't tell us how much time has passed, okay? It's not okay to pass time and then not tell you how much time has passed. That's not cool. So I'm not overly pleased with that whatsoever. Secondly, those are things that I want to say that we can get in here and take a look at. Okay, so real quick here though, let's come down here and take a look at this. So choices matter. Werewolf, I don't give a fuck about werewolf. Torches, candlelight, and lanterns. Mysticata. Alright, I'm not worried about that. Timing is everything. Alright, so when I see timing, I assume this is how many days has to pass for everything. So it doesn't really deal with like time passing. Take a peek. Survival control panel. So warm settings, equipment, save load. All right, so equipment. So nothing there. Scaling factor. One of the things I don't really know if scaling factor is a factor for the actual cold or is the scaling factor for how much warmth each piece is providing you, right? Like with Frostfall, you could turn down how cold it is. So arrow weight, lockpick weight, always disabled. All right, good. Sunheim, right? General settings, pretty much all the same. Disable fast travel, stuff like that. Need settings. One of the things that I do usually is I will reduce those in half at first and then start to push them back up if I feel like too much time is passing before we start getting hungry. I don't want to jump off the deep end and the next thing you know, we're eating every 20 minutes. Stress and fear. Actually, we probably have to get out of the menu first, right? And then we'll go back. I don't know why it looks like she's leaning backwards, but okay. More HUD, Sophia, spooning. All right, stress and fear is already set to very low, very slow actually. Usually I'm not a fan of it, but I am not a fan because I don't think it works properly. Armor and clothing extension. Now, dynamic things alternative. I'm not a fan of that mod, but I can see why it's used, right? Because it does kind of turns everything into lootable, right? But the leveled list that it uses and what it does, it's not worth it. Let's see. Dodge framework, Dodge MCO, whatever. Dragonborn voiceover. Dynamic activation key. What is that? Really don't know what this is. Enable, disable to eat food. Okay. Enable, eat food. Okay. Equip weapon, armor, horse inventory. Quick planning. Enable or disable quick planning and harvesting. So I'm gonna do that real quick. Ingredient food. We're going to see if that is what we need to disable that. Extended UI. Fertility adventures and fertility mode. Not really something we need to worry about. Go to bed. Hall of Vigilance. Hide these feudal quests. Immersive creatures, diseases. So improve alternate conversation, improved follower dialogue. See Caden. I'm not interested in Caden at all. Lucian, he's entertaining, but that's about it. Missives, Morgaine. I do like Nether's follower framework. Let's see. Quest journal limit. Radiant requirements. Resistance rescaled. Hunting overall. Alright, skinning time. Oop. Right here. See, so XP minimum, what is this? Minimum time that skinning will take thanks to your skinning experience. See, so it says 15 minutes to 4 hours. Okay. And then animal skinning time. So if we look here, if we look for, where's the wolf? It's not that. But it probably falls into there. So for me, no, it doesn't. I would, maximum time would be an hour. Okay. And then minimal time, as a matter of fact, and in my objection to the skinning time is we're playing a game. Okay. I don't need you fucking around my game to waste time in the day just because I want to skin an animal, right? Something as mundane and, uneventful as skinning an animal, and you want to waste the better part of my day or a huge chunk of it just so that we can jump in and call out the realism of time, elapsing for skinning an animal. We just had to kill 6 wolves. If each wolf took an hour to kill, we had just spent 6 hours skinning all those wolves instead of making our way to where we really needed or wanted to go. You see what I'm saying? It's kind of like, just let it go. Some things aren't all that serious and just don't need to be done that way. So the whole skinning time, if there's a way to just disable it and make it so, if there was a way to disable it down to you know what I mean? That's what I would do. You know what I'm saying? And each one of these would be, seriously. And I wouldn't give 2 F's about it. Because, again, it's absolutely Just, I don't know. And there's nothing anyone could say to convince me that it's absolutely necessary to make the time pass like that. And so, you know, it's, to me, it would be, if I couldn't change it down to that, then I just wouldn't skin another animal in the game. That really is where we're at with that. That would be my choice there. Okay, if I can't get rid of it, then I wouldn't skin another animal in the game. You see what I'm saying? There's the choices that we would make. And then so all of a sudden you just made it so that there's a, I gotta test. Nope, that didn't fix that. So you didn't. So again, like I said, there's certain things you can add to the game, certain things you can take away from the game, but there's certain things like you're like, okay, I'm gonna add this, and as it turns out, that's not a value add. Is that what's the name? The knight. Yeah. I don't know what this is.
Tamriel, such a lovely place in such a troubled time.
But is that a skeleton? They didn't attack? Okay. I'm not mad at it. Mako's shack is up there. Hey. Go this way.
Skyrim is a beautiful place. If you know how to
Isn't
view
that
it.
what's the name right there? Oh shoot. Alright. What are we fighting? Alright.
Too many troubles in Tamriel these days. It's relieving to see the peaceful sights of Skyrim again.
What is this? Screaming Mom. At least with my weapon drawn, there's no animation. We gotta get around. I don't know where I am. I think we overshot. We're about to run into some very
The
serious
world would be
bad
so much
things.
better without those nobles manipulating the realm.
But I gotta see how combat is. Ow! God dang it. Alright, so third person fighting is way better than first person. That is for sure. First person was wonky. It didn't feel good. I like having this, what is that thing? That giant wolf there.
There's so much to do in Skyrim. So little to do within city walls.
Where are we? I don't usually come around here. But I'm trying to avoid going into the water. Did that make sense? Oh, shoot. Alright, what else? Who's that? Who did that? Okay. Alright. Alright, so our goal is to, ooh, look at that. Did you see that flip? Did you see that flip? Alright, we're trying to get over there. I don't think we can avoid water. Oh god. That didn't do it. What the heck? Oh shoot. Ow. Ow. I can't block anything. Where's that wolf? Ow. Ow! That probably hurts more than I'm standing in water. Get him. Seriously? What else? Alright. Alright, we gotta swim across. As much as we don't want to.
I used to be an adventurer like you. Then wait, I'm still an adventurer.
Are you really? Alright, so I want to see what's in this crate. Just what I thought. Okay, so if you're asking me, these crates. Oh, look at her. Suspicious captain. Now, okay. Alright, I was about to say, normally these crates would have something good in it. Now, it says it's a skill book, but I don't believe that that's the correct categorization for it.
I certainly do.
Alright, let's go first person. Alright. This one. Lockpick. This one. Alright. And back. Okay. See, now, here's the thing. Look there. See those things floating? We've seen this before, too. It's from the, what's the name? Whatever mod that's changing the docks here is changing the docks. But then the mod that we've added to make the crates lootable is basically forcing the crates to not disappear. So it's not allowing the other mod to basically get rid of all of the crates or move them around, right? So those crates are where they are. They will stay there. But you see, these are added by whatever mod has changed the docks, and you can see it's worthless crap in there, right? And it's like, really, I mean, literally, it's kind of like, what's the point? I mean, that's kind of how I view it. I know I took everything, but see, this one is supposed to be a skill book, but it's not, or at least it's not in the way that we're thinking it is. Okay, we're getting a lot of lag here. In her shop. Excuse me. Mm-hmm.
It's probably the most well-meaning.
And then there's a couple of crates over here. And then one here. Okay. Now, why did I want
The
to come
Dwemer's
here?
pets often carry soul gems. That means good septums, if you ask me.
And we might get rid of the vampire. I'm just not sure I want to carry the vampire around with us. And then there's a lot of changes here to the docks, but for what I want from the docks, we've gotten it all. All the other crates and everything that we see don't mean anything. They don't do anything. There's not anything worthwhile in them.
On a sea arch. It's a brilliant idea, if not risky. I can
No.
say that.
We come up here.
This place feels like a glorified military outpost.
Oh, shoot. Oh, there we
The temple.
go. Uh-huh.
Skyrim are so
Then
old.
over here.
Ring.
Uh-huh. So now you
should
see
see
we're
the
getting a
cathedral
lot
from
of
Cyrodiil.
rings. I don't usually get this many to start the game, but we are finding a lot. Oh, and a ton of soap. We can use that. We can use that. All right. Oh, come on. Okay.
Whoever founded this kingdom of Skyrim must be very fond of crypts and graveyards. I mean,
Oh,
they're
shoot.
almost everywhere in this realm.
All right. This is clipping. Let's get out of here. Now, the reason I wanted to come to Solitude is I wanted to get Caisia in Morthal. I had her with me before,
Give you some rest.
years ago. Her mod has been around for years. So years ago, I first had her as a follower. And so every time I saw her there, and I was like, okay, we're going to get her. And then there are a couple of folks here. I am not going to get all of them. I'm going to leave Katana here. Reason being is the last time I actually dealt with Katana, I have her in one of my other mod lists, and we actually went through her entire thing. And I honestly, at the end, it soured me towards her list. It's hard. I don't want to say I don't like Katana, because that wouldn't be true. But we went through a lot, and the ending of it really just rubbed me the wrong way. Okay, so there's our first major crash. And again, it wasn't until we got to Solitude that we started to see the lag, started to see some stuttering and some major issues there. Do I want? It could be a couple of things that are causing that, right? One, it could be something I did. It could have been the lootable crates mod, so that conflict there where it's holding those crates in place could be causing issues. It could be, but it wasn't really. I mean, that's where we saw some lag and some stuttering, but it wasn't until we tried to enter the city proper that the game kind of crashed. And that might have been it was just trying to load way too much stuff at one time, especially with the fact that it's our first time going into Solitude. We got a couple of companions with us, with the big wolf, and they're trying to kick off the whole beheading and all that. And then so it's a lot to load at once, and it just could have been just too much. Right now you can see it's trying to load again for me. Can't say just how long it's going to take. So we're going to see. I'm going to let it go through. But I did want to come back and say, so I enjoy, like I said, there were things that I truly enjoyed the first time around that I was playing it. And there's some new stuff that I'm facing right now this time around. So there were some things I enjoyed, some things I didn't. This time around, I am facing some new things. When the first time through, I had an archer, right? So I was going with a bow, so I'm fighting with a bow, so I didn't notice the first person issues with the sword. And but I am noticing it now, and I'm not sure what exactly is going on there. It just feels wonky or janky to me, and I just feel like just doesn't feel like I'm actually either. I don't know if I have to lock on, and if so, how do I lock on? Second, I'm just feel like I'm just flailing, and it's hard to tell if I'm hitting or if I'm going to hit or if I'm in range, not in range. So like again, like I said, it just feels janky. Third person felt better, but it is Skyrim, and then the combat isn't what it's truly, that's not its strength. But whatever we have added here isn't really making it better, in a sense. So again, there some like I said, there's certain features that I can do without. The left trigger to bring up. I don't want to call it a wheel, but whatever that thing is, I could do without that.
They sang his name, the knight who conquered death and flame, a tale to echo through the years of valor strong, of silence.
It's almost there, so it's gonna come back in. But I do think I got enough in right now for you to see. So a lot of positives, but then quite a few negatives as well. So next time up, I do want to go and meet up with Ash again, right? I do like Ash. And as I was saying about Katana, it was just the very end was underwhelming for me. And it was kind of, I just got annoyed, right? And it's like, okay, I've done it. I've gone through her quest line all the way through, and I understand there are different ways that I can respond at the end. I just didn't like the way it ends. So I think that needs a little rework, a little bit to make things a little bit more amicable. It just seems like you were forced into this or that, and then if you went this way, that means, and then again, that's consequences, right, of your choices. Your choices have consequences. It's just I don't know, it just was so matter of fact and rude and just jarring. That's the proper word there. Just very jarring at the very end of it. So I don't want to go through it again. So that's why we won't be bringing Katana on. But we will be looking to pick up Ash. And if there's a way to turn down this music here. So what I will be looking to do is bring on Ash, right? Because I have not yet gotten through her full quest. And there's another one here that intrigues me. And then she's an orc. She intrigues me. And I think Malrin is here as well. I don't want to say for sure, but those two, Malrin and the orc, I kind of think I wouldn't mind adding them. But if I did, I would have to get rid of the vampire. And then I didn't realize she was a vampire right off the bat when I asked her to join me. It wasn't until that morning when I was, given the option to ask her about whether she's thirsty. And then even then, I was not inviting her to bite my neck. That was definitely not what I was trying to do. Okay. That was very interesting. So it's gonna be very interesting to see where it actually pops us up at. Oh, yeah. Right? Yeah, that's not where I want to be. Okay, so yeah. We're back here. So we're all the way back.
Watch our backs, footprints are a bitch.
In truth, I think we're better served. Just want to look over the horizon. And where are you?
The Dwemer's pets often carry soul gems. That means good.
So the question is,
Good boy, Alfred.
who said that? Because I think this is Kamia's pet, as opposed to I think this is her pet. And
We'll just stay close, it's getting cold.
so me,
There's so much to do in Skyrim.
I mean, like the one positive is our character, right? That is a huge positive for us right now. We have to figure out some things that's going on.
Mother used to teach me how to hunt barefoot in the snow.
Okay, so this is her. That wolf is hers. But if I bring on 2 more companions, now I got 4 and a half, really, 5.
Skyrim ships never moved. Funny.
But
I love snow, it's so fluffy. Yes, fluffy.
yeah, okay, yeah. So right now, our next stop is going to be Solitude. I do think what we'll probably end up doing is turning around and heading back to
You like killing giants? I certainly do.
who is this guy? Hired bodyguard. Who you bodyguard, bro? You can't. Hopefully, this is not who you're supposed to be bot. Probably her. Yeah. So I don't think we're that far out from Orthal. And then so I'm gonna look on the
Whoever founded this kingdom of Skyrim must be very fond of crypts and graveyards. I mean, they're almost everywhere in this realm.
All right. I can't pick the flower there because you know why. God dang it! There's so much blue mountain flower.
Totally legitimately acquired goods.
Hey, you okay?
Heard there are Thalmor lurking around Dawnstar. I hope they don't come here.
Okay.
Ulfric Stormcloak is a xenophobic moron. They'll meet his end sooner or later.
Dude, you about to lose?
One way or another. Tamriel used to be full of fun. Now it's only a mess.
Hopefully this is the carriage.
Good to see you.
It sure is.
Imagine I just clean fucking boots.
Except there's no horses. Wilhot, how are you taking me anywhere with no horses, bro? Just saying.
The world would be so much better without those nobles.
Morval has one of the
The world would be so much better without those animations. Okay, so next time we're gonna jump on a carriage, head on over to Solitude, see if we can get inside, see if it crashes again there. We have to pick up Ash and the orc and maybe Malrin, and then if so, we pick them up. We'll get rid of the vampire and her sidekick. I don't know. She is growing on me. I just don't want her chewing on me. So, we will see you next time. You guys know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe, and let me know in the comments what you think. Okay? Like I said, the potential here is great. The potential is great. It's just a matter of tweaking out the things that we don't care for. Right? And then figuring out the other jank as well, right? As a matter of fact, figuring out what's going on with the first person combat, what's happening there, figuring out how to disable that little menu thing that pops up right there. So that needs to be resolved, and then we can go from there. All right, guys. We'll see you next time. Peace.